This video is going to be a tutorial on how to copy existing unit data and modded map information from a map so that you can port it into another map. The first step is to go into the editor. Once you go into the editor, find the unlocked map whose data you wish to copy. In this case, I'm going to load a map that I have made that has a lot of unit data inside of it. We're going to pick RPG Resource Pack 1. As you will be able to see, RPG Resource Pack 1 is an unlocked map, and I will go into it simply to show that it has a lot of modifications. When we go into the Data tab, you will see that we have a lot of things here. We have Z's, we also have a couple extra buildings, there are quite a few extra upgrades and abilities that are located here as well, and in addition we have some upgrades. There are even a couple of modifiers that are involved. All of this is a lot to take in. There's a lot going on behind the scenes in this map, to the point that it's actually somewhat playable by itself, and I suggest that you try it out. Shameless plug. But that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to port the data that you have on this map onto another map. How do you do that? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit save. When you hit save, you will save as a JSON file. Now I'm going to make a change over here in OBS so that hopefully you can see what I am bringing up. What you see right here in front of you is the RPG Resource Pack 1 and JSON. We're going to go ahead and swap off of that, go over here, so that you can understand what's going on. So RPG Resource Pack 1 JSON, we're going to move it to the front, and this is the JSON file that has been downloaded from RPG Resource Pack 1. You can tell by the fact that it says as name, RPG Resource Pack 1. When you get to this, here's what you're looking for. You're going to expand this slightly. Whoops. We're going to move it over here so you can see what I see a little bit more easily. And what you're looking for is this row of zeros and occasional ones here that's highlighted on screen. You want to copy everything that starts after this comma and before the apostrophe or the quote mark that marks unit data. You're going to copy everything below that. There's quite a bit in this map to copy, so I'm going to scroll all the way down, and we're just going to copy over and off to the side. Once you've done that, hit Control-C. Now, it will seem like we haven't done very much thus far, and that's perfectly fine and understandable. You're going to close out of RPG Resource Pack 1.json. Now, we're going to make a new map. Why are we making a new map? So I can show you the porting of the data. So we're going to make a new 64 by 64 grass map that isn't RPG Resource Pack 1. And sure enough, when we get to this section, you will notice, look, nothing is placed. There are no units. There's nothing here. If we go into settings, in fact, this is just an unnamed map. We will, for the purposes of demonstration, call this copy of RPG. We're just going to call it copy of RPG Pack 1. That may, in fact, already be too large of a name. But that's all we're going to do for now. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to save this new map. This copy of RPG Pack 1. When you hit save, it will of course bring up copy of RPG Pack 1, which is now being brought up on screen. You notice all those zeros that we had before? You notice how there was a comma, and then we got here to unit data? We're going to start at this point and bring over, and this one line, this half a line right here, is all the data that is in unit data to start. We are going to press Control-V. When we press Control-V, we have now copied all of the data that was inside of RPG Resource Pack 1 into the copy of RPG Pack 1.json. We are then going to go to File and Save. Once you have saved, we're going to close out of that. Now we have to go back into the map, because when we go to Data, interestingly, it doesn't have any of that information. It has nothing new inside of it. What gives? Well, you have to load the data in. And here's how we're going to do this. So we have downloaded a copy of this map. We have downloaded a copy of RPG Pack 1. That download has all of the new unit data, but the map that we're currently in does not. So you're going to have to go to Load, and then Load External. And then you have to go to your Downloads folder. We're going to go over here to My Downloads folder. Let's see if I can't show you My Downloads folder, just so that you understand what's happening here. Because I've clicked Load Map, and now we go to, here we go. We are now inside a copy of my PC downloads, and hopefully I haven't given away anything crazy here. But we can go ahead and open up copy of RPG Resource Pack 1 as the thing we are opening up externally. Once we do that, we have now loaded in the same map we had before. It's just copy of RPG Pack 1. We can show that by looking at the fact that it has the same name of copy of RPG Pack 1, but it has the same description, supply, start gold, minimum mining distance, and when we go to data, we have all of the Z's for unit data, building data, ability data, upgrades, of course there's only one in this case, and modifiers. So now we are on an entirely new blank map with which we have access to all of the information that we had on the previously unlocked map. So, if you have access to unlocked maps, either because someone has provided you access to their unlocked map, or someone has sent you information so that you can make this copy, feel free to do this. This is how you bring all the information from that other map into this one. This is particularly good if you're the kind of person who tinkers around here and there with making various aspects of a map before you want to make a final version and put it all together. Let me go ahead and bring this up again so that you can see, as I said, we are now in a blank map, but, and I will show again just in case it didn't show, we have the same name, but it has the description, the supply, the gold, the mining distance, the team setup, and when we go to data, we have the same units, buildings, abilities, upgrades, modifiers, and, if applicable, graphics that we needed before. Again, this is how you port over JSON data. It's something that has been known about for a very long time, but there has never been a tutorial before now. Now that there is a tutorial, take advantage of it, make maps that you use to test your data, and then no matter how much or big or sprawling all of that test data gets, rest easy and that you can bring it over to a new map using this very tutorial.